Hi, I'm Steve Finn, and a lot of business owners ask us when we're going through the whole listing process to get their business ready for sale, what happens if their business has started to drop off a little bit lately or even in the last year or two? And it's actually a challenging question because sometimes that can be the catalyst as to what actually caused you to get to the point to want to sell in the first place. Things have dropped off, and maybe for whatever reason you don't want to do what's needed, or it's too hard to do what's needed to be able to then lift things back up again. So I guess how we approach that is one of a couple of ways. Really, when someone's buying a business, it's based around what's been happening in the most recent couple of years. So it is what it is. If you're trying to get a price for the business that's based on what sort of happened in the past, it's probably not going to happen. So you might have to just become comfortable with that fact and realise that you might have to accept less than what you paid or less than what you hoped. What we can do is take a look at the business and be able to see, well, why has that actually happened? Because sometimes if it's something that's a bit of a one-off event, we might be able to show that, look, there's a bit of a downturn economically in this period, but look, it's coming out of it now. Even still, the price of the business is probably less. I think the main thing to do is you're basically left with a couple of choices. Number one is, if you've lost your motivation and you're not willing to be able to do something extra to be able to then take the business back to where it was, well, you're best to get out as quickly as you can, because it's only going to get worse, it's not going to get any better. So I think what you do there is you just say, it is what it is, I'm going to accept what I have to accept and I'll get myself out. And then you move on to the next thing and you do that with a bit of energy, and you might take a step back, but you'll catch those up. That's the way to sort of approach that. Or your other option is you say, no, I'm going to do whatever I need to do to grow this. I'm going to take it back to where it was. Now, when you do that, you can't only hold it for a year or two, for a month or two either. You've got to hold that for at least one full financial year, so that we can then show someone, hey, yes, this has come back. You can see where it was and now where it's at here now. And that's basically sort of how that works. So I hope that helps and gives you some good advice around that topic.